Hello and welcome to Tyrock 1999, the master of retro and modern-day classic Let's Plays. Today we're going to journey to the land of Hyrule in The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time. We're going to get our sword and shield, cleanse the Great Deku Tree of evil, and meet the Princess Zelda. Before we get started, I want to remind you that if you prefer alternate media platforms, I'm on Odyssey and BitChute. And if you like me like Saria likes Link, give me a like and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Who could that be? What a nightmare. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. That's us. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. I love how the Deku Tree talks in Old English. And here is our introduction to Kokiri Village. Our first glimpse into a 3D Zelda world. This game was groundbreaking. This is a very cool intro, watching Navi, flying around through Navi's eyes. And there she is. At least I think Navi's a girl. I've always thought Navi was a girl. I could be wrong. Hello, Link, wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, wake up! Or get up. Link's like, I just had an awful nightmare. Could you give me a moment? Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Here's inside our home. Not much going on at the moment. Kokiri Forest. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Yo. What do we have going on? Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Alrighty. That's, Saria, our friend. Alright, so this is the direction Navi came from. Let's go talk to the Deku Tree. What we got here? Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Alright, so Mido's no fun. We need to get to the Great Deku Tree, but he's gonna block us, as you can see. Alright. I'll be back, Mido. I'm gonna get my weapons. This is how the game kind of forces you to figure out the controls, being that it's brand new. Or, for the time, brand new. And our mission currently is to get that sword and that shield. So let's explore up here. Gonna roll through the grass, see if we can get any money. Haha. A whole single rupee. Lucky us. Let's take a look through here. What we got on the sign? Hole of L. Let's go through this small hole. Stand in front of the hole and push the analog stick forwards. When the action icon shows enter, press A to crawl into the hole. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yeah, this whole starting area is just to get the player accustomed to a 3D Zelda game. Lot of training on the controls. Luckily, it's not going to take us too long to get moving. We have a boulder rolling around in this area. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to avoid it and get to our first chest. You got the Kokiri sword. On the equipment screen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. And we're going to practice on some signposts. One of the simple joys of Ocarina of Time is cutting up a signpost. Let's look for that boulder. There he is. If I go back in this direction, I think there's some money. Yes, good. We'll let the boulder pass through. We are going to need this money very, very soon because, yeah, we just got our sword, but we're going to need our shield also. And unfortunately for us, we can't just find the shield. We have to purchase it for a whopping 40 rupees. That won't take us long to get. So if I hit up on the, if I hit the C button up, or in this case the analog stick up because we're playing the GameCube version because it's easier for me to record. Up. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Okay, sure. Anyway, like what I was saying, so you hit up on the analog stick and you can look around in first person. If you see off in the distance that blue rupee, let's go grab that sucker. That'll be 5 more rupees for us. I'm gonna leap over here. Link has really strong legs, so no damage for us. More. She's just going to tell me how to hit up on the analog stick like I just demonstrated, so no need to talk to our blonde friend over here. Notice how Link does a roll when I jump from a high position like that. That's how he avoids damage. There are some jumps that are just too tall, and you have to get hurt by them. But for many of them, Link can just do a roll and kind of shrug off any kind of impact force that he would have been subjected to. Alright, so we're at 25 rupees already. We need 40 for the shield, but we're going to get 5 for free right before we go into the shop, so let's get ourselves up to 35. You walk in here to this person's home and smash one of their pots and get 5 rupees. Exit. Go back in and smash their pot again. Not very courteous, but they're gonna have to understand that I need to save the world, so their pots are not my concern. Alright, let's get that last 5 rupees and get on with our journey. How about that? Hi, Link. Look this way. Look over here with L and talk to me with A. So this is a tutorial for how to lock on to different things. You can not only lock on to enemies for sword swings and guarding with your shield, but you can lock on to people to talk to them if they're far away. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press L to look in that direction. If you use L targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press L just to look forward. Try it. What she means by that is, see, if I'm facing Link towards the camera, it won't automatically flip behind him immediately. As you can see, it does it eventually. But if I want it to flip behind him instantly, I'll point Link in a direction and hit L, and it'll snap behind him, just like that. Oh, also, we have some signs over here, and I promised some destruction, so let me demonstrate that. You can actually hack the signs up according to how you swing your sword, and they'll float in the water. How cool is that? Pretty neat for the time. Okay, buy that shield. This guy always cracks me up, how short he is. He's kind of like hopping over the counter. Welcome. Here's our shield. The Deku Shield. You got a Deku Shield. Switch to the equipment subscreen and select the shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while L targeting, you can move while defending. This shield is completely made of wood. It is not going to come into play into this coming dungeon, but eventually we will have to be careful of the material that the shield is made out of. Alright, now we have our shield. There's our guard, you can crouch behind it, and then like he said, if you're locked onto something, you can stand and with your shield up and guard and move. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. I have a Mito, get out of my way. Ah, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot. How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Mito is so jealous that Saria thinks we're cute. That's his problem, not mine. Let's test the sword on some enemies. So these are called Deku Babas. And when they first spawn, when they come up out of the ground and they're doing their clattering sound, you can slice them off right at the stalk and kill them immediately. And we got from them a Deku Stick. Just like that. Great Deku Tree. I'm back! Oh, Navi. Thou hast returned. Link, welcome! Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. The Deku Tree is correct. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Meaning that Link is special, he's sensitive to the evil that's coming. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, we do. Then enter, brave Link, and thou'st too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use C button up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Okay, so she is a girl. I was right on track with that. Time for the first dungeon. Inside the Deku Tree. Alright, so these Deku Babas, they're already, like, spawned somewhat. They're already in the world. So, unfortunately, we can't just hack them down right off the bat. That's okay. Just wait for him to attack, give him a stab, one more, and then it's over. Here we are. So here is the base of the Deku Tree dungeon. Look, Link. You can see down below this web using C up. What Navi's referring to is this web right here. Got a pool of water below us. And notice the web kind of bounces as we walk on it. Give it a roll. So this is the first major puzzle of the dungeon. How are we going to break that web? Let's climb up the tree and find out. Very, very atmospheric music in this dungeon. Mysterious. How jumping works in this game, in case you didn't know, is if I run towards a ledge and keep holding forward, Link will automatically jump for me. It's seamless, it works great. Look at this wall, the vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. I would love to do that, except the wall is being blocked by some terrifying spider skull monsters, aka the Skulltula. So I need to get a weapon that can deal with them first. What do we got in the chest? Found the dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreen to look at the map subscreen. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is the flashing room. Move the analog stick up and down to select a floor to view. Honestly, that is a very underwhelming item to find in a chest. You find the map in every dungeon, and it is... it's the opposite of exciting. I'd rather find like a new weapon or something. So... it's always a buzzkill when you get the map. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the green icon at the top of the screen, the one that's currently saying return for us. Here we have a puzzle-like enemy. It spits these nuts at you, and then if you reflect it back with your shield, it'll run away, and then if you get close, you'll talk to it. Ow, 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 forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? No, I'm gonna cut your throat. Not quite. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the analog stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land. It won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though. If the cliff is really, really high, haha. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Wahaha. That's what I was saying earlier about how Link does a roll whenever you know, jump off of a cliff. The game explicitly tells you about that. Okay. We got here some vines on the wall. A floating platform. Let's give it a jump. The reason the vines are there is if you wait too long and the platform falls, you can still climb up the vines to get to the chest. Now we're talking. I found the fairy slingshot. Right. An absolutely essential weapon. It is Link's first projectile weapon. I think I'm going to set it to C down. And while I'm here, let's equip the Deku stick also to see right. And also while I'm here, I'm going to save. You notice the red save button? That's how you save in this game. When you exit the menu, the game prompts you to save. Okay. Let's climb this, see what's up here. Chest. Maybe some rupees? Let's find out. Oh, a heart. Yeah, these tiny chests, they're always just like really common commodities like rupees, or in that case a heart, which I didn't need because I'm at full health. Okay, so we have no means of getting back there. There's no vines for us to climb, but luckily we have a ladder that we can shoot down. Gotta love that Zelda, that classic accomplishment puzzle jingle thing. Da 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 da. Never gets old. So, as you can see, you can aim this in first person and shoot, but you can also lock on enemies and go in third person if you prefer, which I will demonstrate shortly. Now we can kill those Skulltula. As a matter of fact, let's see what Navi has to say. I'm going to try to make that a habit. Got a Deku Nut from the Skulltula. These are fun to play with. They basically work like a flashbang. Link throws it down in front of him, and it makes a flash of sound, or a flash of light and a sound, and it stuns the enemies. All right, Navi. Skulltula. Be careful not to touch it. Okay. Can do. The slingshot makes short work of them. Let's get the second one, too. Nothing worse than climbing halfway up this vine and then having to go all the way back down because you forgot about one of the Skulltulas. Not sure what's making that clanking sound as Link is climbing. Maybe his sword banging against his shield, but then again, his shield's made of wood, so I don't know. His boots look like they're completely leather, but I could be wrong. What do we have here? Big boy. Big Skulltula. Its soft belly is its weak point. Ah, okay. So if you wait long enough, it'll flip around. Don't stand too close when it flips, though, because it'll smack you with its legs and do damage. You'll be able to kill it. If your timing, or not timing, if your distance is really good, you can do a jump strike, and I think it'll kill it in one hit. Let's check. Nice. Yeah, so you have to be very careful of your positioning for that jump attack, because if you're too close, Link will leap into the air and he'll slam his face against the Skulltula before his sword hitbox comes down and actually slashes it, and you'll take damage instead of killing the Skulltula. That animation's cool when you walk through the door and the gate slams behind you and Link looks over his shoulder, all dramatic. I've always thought that was cool. Alright, Navi. Looks like that torch was burning not too long ago. Don't we know what we must do? After I do this first. More Deku sticks. Another boring item, the compass. So this this will just let you know where the location of hidden things are in the dungeon, like if I missed a chest in a room. I mean, it's somewhat useful in your first run, I suppose. I shouldn't be too hard on it. I got Deku seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. So in other words, that's the ammunition for my slingshot. See if my timing's good again. Not bad, eh? Alrighty, so we have one burning torch and one that's out. So let's use our Deku stick and light it. Allows us to make our exit, but we're not done quite yet. I took the time to kill that Skulltula to give us safe passage to that treasure chest, so let's go ahead and do that. Another heart, but it was worth it. If you see behind this heart, that Skulltula looks different. It looks really shiny. And it takes more than one seed to kill it. What do we have here? You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You get a token proving you destroyed it. And that is a side quest that we'll get into a little later. Okay. We made it all the way to the top of the Deku Tree. If you remember, we have that web all the way below us. This is a simple but a really cool puzzle for how old this game is. It makes really cool usage of being in a 3D world to create and solve a puzzle. So let's take a leap of faith. How cool is that? Down to the water. Another gold Skulltula. Okay. Spider web. Can't get through it. Not yet, anyway. Another Skulltula. They are abundant in the Deku Tree. He has been very, very damaged by the dark magic that's awoken. Here we have a pressure pad. Always want to press those in the dungeon, see what they do. In this case, it demonstrates that it lit a torch and it burned the spider web, so that's our solution to dealing with spider webs. And as we know from a couple minutes ago, we can light our Deku stick on fire. Oh! Jeez, what a rookie move. Bear with me, let me do that again. So yeah, the way Link lands and moves his Deku stick will determine, you know, he can dip it in the water and put it out. Luckily we didn't lose it for that action. So if I light this on fire and I put it away for some reason, see how we have 9? And if I put it away, we still have 9. So I won't lose a stick unless I let it burn completely out. That's how we do it. Alright, puzzle accomplished. Another seed spitter. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. So, notice this door is locked and there's a suspicious eye above it. Let's put that eye out. Speaking of the side quests, I am going to do a couple of them in this run-through. The good ones. A couple of the good ones. So you'll get to experience some of them. Okay, so I need to lower the water so I don't get damaged by these spinning spikes here. And I want to time it with the moving platform. So if I go press that button when the platform... Oh, my timing wasn't good, so hopefully we'll be okay. Let's find out. Come on, platform. I think I'm going to be okay. Nice. We did it. So yeah, this dungeon already has some really cool, like, physical puzzles and music and atmosphere. And, it's a cliche, but this really just is the beginning. Wait till you see how cool the later dungeons are in this game. They're really, really spectacular. Navi, you just tell me about moving boxes. And I should have listened. There we go. So yeah, you just use the A button. Your, just general all-purpose button. You can move them. Go. So there's some Deku Babas in this area. In case you don't have any sticks, you can kill them. Because we have yet another fire puzzle. Not much of a puzzle, truth be told. But this is the very beginning. I'm not even going to kill him. I have maximum sticks right now. What do we have here? Some kind of arachnid type creature. Oh! Let's run away from that creature. Alright, so remember I said that the game respects where the fire is on the stick in Link's hand. I'm going to put that to use. This torch over here, as far as I know, it's just a red herring. There's no way of actually lighting your stick from it. But luckily, we were able to push this block down. And that will lead us to our solution. If I walk on this, it's not lighting. But if I roll, how about that? I'll have my stick burn up, so let's kill that and then not get a stick. There we go, that's more like it. I'm going to go ahead and equip those Deku Nuts. Don't know if I'm going to use them, but it doesn't hurt. Doesn't look like there's any water down there, so let's, can we climb? I know. I'll go this way. I'll leap towards the vines. There we go. Oh, there is water down there. But that was kind of a cool way to jump and attach to those vines, so I don't feel bad doing that. Let's drop those, save us some time. So now we're very, very deep in the Great Deku Tree. And here we have the three brothers of those cowards I fought earlier, and he said 2, 3, 1. There's 2. Come on. There's 3. Come on. Come on, you coward. And 1. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's because your brother's a snitch, that's why. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Zelda has nice, subtle humor. You know, it's not like overt and really cringy. You know, it's just cute, amusing stuff like that. Where it's acknowledging that, you know, it's like giving away how to fight the coming boss, but, you know, it's necessary for the start of the game. This is one of the coolest first bosses in a Zelda game. Love this. It's absolutely eerie. You walk into the smoke, you look up, like, what is that? So cool. Her glowing eye. I love it. Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. Alright. So she doesn't want to get hit in the eye. That's an indication of how to fight her. When she rears back, she's vulnerable and her eye turns red. You can stun her. And I highly recommend doing the jump attack because it does triple the damage of a regular sword stab or sword slash. She is going to spawn some babies, I believe, if I'm not fast enough. Yes. And you can, as you can see, you can kill them with your slingshot before they spawn and make it easier to fight them. Where'd you go, Goma? Got her. Not a difficult boss, but the intro is cool. The arena is cool. It's satisfying. For defeating the boss, I receive a heart container, so I'm going to go from 3 hearts all the way to 4. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Gotta love it. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Yes. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. That was the man Link saw in his dream, or nightmare. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Feror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Furor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. There's the Triforce. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. So that's where the Triforce lies, in the sacred realm. And that's where that evil man from the desert would like to go. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Shiny. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. The future depends on thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi, goodbye. And the Great Deku Tree withers. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Kokiri are not going to be thrilled about the Deku Tree passing away. Hey Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. As per usual, Mido has no idea what's going on. Time to say goodbye to our home and set out on our great journey. Oh, you're leaving? Saria. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You've received the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. And it just tells me how to equip it. We already know how to do that. Sorry, I can't make these go faster. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Link's a little flustered, so he's just gonna be on his way. Hyrule Field. Time for the grand adventure to start. First, hoot hoot, Link, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press Start to enter the subscreens and L or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Very important. If you hit no, the owl will repeat everything he just said. So make sure you choose yes. Also, his theme music is great. Alright then. I'll see you around. Hoot hoot, hoot ho. I don't remember when they reveal it in the game, but the owl's name is Kapora Gabora. Alright, let's do a save real quick. Here we are in Hyrule Field. Let me go ahead and get on top of this little hill and point out a couple different important things. So in that direction is Hyrule Castle. So you can tell by the moat and the castle walls. That ominous-looking volcano with the smoke ring is Death Mountain. In that direction is Zora's Domain. We have the lake in that direction. I'm going to get attacked by skeletons if I stand here. And then there's Lon Lon Ranch in that direction. And roughly in this in this direction. Oh, Navi. The Great Deku Tree wanted us to go to visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? It's exactly what I'm doing, Navi. Stop being annoying. Anyway, Hyrule Field, there's not a great deal to do here, especially when compared to a modern game, but it's simple, it's memorable, you know which directions, which things are in, and it's got a day and night cycle, and it's exciting and cool that the zombies attack you at nighttime. I like it. You know, it could be bloated with all kinds of obstacles that you have to get through. I prefer that it's streamlined. With the day and night cycle, the drawbridge on Hyrule Castle raises. We're going to have to wait for the sun to come up, for it to drop again, and for us to be able to go in. Some frame rate dips there, jeez. That guy's big. These are called stall children, these little skeletons. If you knock them in the water, it instantly kills them. That's what just happened there. And here we go. If you're paying really good attention during Link's Nightmare, this should look familiar. That's where the man in black armor from the desert made his escape. Before we go in, let me show you a little secret. If you walk up the chain... Oh! And don't fall. Oh my gosh. You get the camera just right. Let's give it a shot. Concentrate. 20 rupees. Is it worth the annoyance? Absolutely not. And here we are in Hyrule Market. It is lively. Lots and lots of NPCs to talk to. Oh, you are so handsome. Just like the King of Hyrule. Hee hee. How about this lady doing the shake? I'm not dancing, you know. My back itches. Ooh, Weird. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Malon, Malon. You can pronounce that however you like. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Let's go to the castle ourselves. Hey, Link, this way. The princess is inside the castle, just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Ho 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 hoot. On this ground, time flows normally. But time stands still while you are in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, well. Which way are you going to go now, hoot? Do you want to hear what I said again? Make sure you say no, you don't want to go through all that again. As great as his theme song is. Hoo, you're a smart kid. Good luck then, hoo-hoo. I'm a smart kid and he's a troll. Couldn't even tell you how many times I've accidentally selected the wrong answer for Kaepora Gaebora and had to listen to him over and over again. It is frustrating. So our destination is the castle, but we have some guards that are in the way, and we can't fight them, we have to do a little bit of sneaking. We're gonna need a bomb to blow up that boulder, but we'll be back to do that. There's something very, very cool behind there. Whoop. Oh! Yeah, I totally did that on purpose. Hang on. Oh. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do, Teehee. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully, Teehee. Oh, that worked out great. Okay, you got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Okay. And what I mean by that working out great is, usually, I sneak my way to the castle, and you find Malon's dad, and he's sleeping. And then I make my way back here, and then Malon is waiting for us. But that worked out great, me accidentally getting seen. Now she showed up, and I got the egg from her, and I'll be able to travel to where her dad is as the game cycles from day to night, and then back to day, and then the egg will be hatched. So this is spectacular. Thrilled. Now remember, you have to put the egg on one of your C buttons, or it's not going to incubate. And we want it to hatch. It's the guy that saw me last time up there. I'm going to go a little bit further to the right. We're all good. I like the butterflies and the plants. It's a cool little touch. Yeah, so that's the reason the owl, Gabora, gave us that little tutorial about day and night cycles, because it comes into play right now. More guards down there, so we're going to jump in the water to avoid them and get a couple rupees. And there's Malon's dad. He looks a lot like Mario. Mumble, mumble. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. While I'm waiting for him, I'm going to move some boxes. That way we're nice and prepared. Or we're being efficient with time, I should say. And there we have it, the chicken hatched from the egg. The miracle of life. Let's use that chicken. Oh, so I want to get you guys a good angle. Here we go. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, however you want to say it, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me. I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. His running animation is hilarious. I love it. How he's flailing his arms around. There we go. The reason we move these is so we can have enough height to jump across the moat and get inside the castle. So here we have a little stealth section. I don't know if I can stun them with the Deku nuts, but it wouldn't hurt to equip it and try. So the guards mercifully aren't sensitive to sound. So I can just, you know, run at full speed. This isn't like, you know, the more recent Metal Gear Solids or anything like that. So as long as they don't see me, I'm okay. Best way to do this one is to just go above him. Easier said than done with the controls. Yep. Oh jeez, run, Link. Alright. That's a cool looking statue in the center of these guards. It's like a knight and like maidens below him. Oh, I can't use the Deku Nut. By the way, everything is transparent in my item wheel, so no luck. Thankfully, this is almost done. All good. Relatively painless. I'm not a fan of stealth sections in the Zelda games. They always feel kind of shoehorned in, but that was fine. Get some lovely music here. Flowers. Little Easter egg here. If you look through the window, you can see Mario, Flying Mario and Peach, and Yoshi. The girl from Link's Nightmare. Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone. Remember we got it from the Great Deku Tree before he passed? Do you have it? Do I trust her? Yes. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out from the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange. Sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the Sacred Realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Remember, the Sacred Realm is where the Triforce is held. The legend goes like this. The three goddesses hid the Triforce, containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? Yes. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolized that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Yes. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. Whoa! What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning, yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Link, now, we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay. Thank you. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it'll be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. You can sell that on eBay for a lot, I'm sure. Very good. Thank you, Zelda. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. Can we look through here and look at Ganondorf? Okay, he must have changed his position. He's probably talking to the king or something. He's a scary one. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big, new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. So we just mimic the C button directions. We don't have to mimic the time. You just have to hit them in the correct order. Mercifully. Zelda's Lullaby, an absolute classic. Well, just about everything about this game is classic, really, right? You've learned Zelda's lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there'll be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. You brave lad. We must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. I just might do that. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. And like a ninja, she disappears. And so that brings us to an end of part 1 of my Legend of Zelda The Ocarina of Time Let's Play. We armed ourselves, watched the passing of the Great Deku Tree, and learned of our next objective from Princess Zelda. If I'm the Impa to your Zelda, give me a like and a subscribe. If you prefer alternate media platforms, catch me on BitChute or Odyssey. Coming up next in part 2, we're going to journey to Death Mountain, to the land of the Gorons, and see what they have in store for us. I hope you'll join me, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye!